Hi friends, Pastor Jenny here. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. As you know, I've been talking a lot about staying in peace and staying joyful in the midst of this pandemic. And I have myself in the last 3 days had to submit myself to a self-imposed quarantine because I came under the weather. I had coughing, generalized pain all over my body, felt congested. And I went to the doctor yesterday, and he told me that I had done the right thing by not having contact with anybody. He told me that a lot of people that get the COVID 19 have such mild symptoms that sometimes they never realize that they have the virus, and yet, if they continue to be exposed to other individuals, particularly at risk individuals, there is a very strong possibility that they may be carriers and pass on the virus. I was very aware of this, and I had told my supervisor they were allowing us to go to stay at home, work some days at home and some other days in the office. And I told him, this is the way I'm feeling. Are you sure you want me to go? And he's like, stay away. And I'm like, yeah, stay away. So I've been working from my laptop, and I'm very grateful that I have the laptop here, that I've been able to work from my laptop and connected to my office systems. I work a lot via laptop, so it was relatively easy just to switch. But some of the things that I've been doing is I've been drinking a lot of liquids. I have been ensuring that I keep at least a 6 feet or more distance from my husband and kids. I have been washing my hands, which is something good to do, not only if you believe that you're sick, but to prevent sickness. So 20 seconds of rigorous hand washing. Make sure that you are rubbing your palms. Make sure that you are rubbing your fingers. By the way, this phone was not ringing, and then I started this live and the phone started ringing, right? It's called Murphy's Law. But at any rate, wash your hands rigorously. Make sure that you are sneezing inside your elbow as opposed to in your hands. Whenever possible, use a tissue and dispose of that tissue immediately. Drink a lot of liquids. Pace yourself if you are feeling tired. Make sure that you spend some time laying down. And what I'm gonna say now is gonna sound like an oxymoron, but trust me, it will make sense if you allow me to explain to you. Another thing that you want to do is you want to exercise. So I just told you, if you feel overly tired, lay down. But at the same time, a great way to bring down your cortisol levels, and cortisol is that hormone that gets released when we are stressed out, is to put some of that energy into exercising. It will help you feel a lot better. And so another very, very important thing is watch what you're putting in your mind, watch what you're hearing, watch what you're watching. Choose one or two sources of information, preferably network information, because these are news that are already vetted. Don't be listening to just any video, or, because there's just a lot of people, particularly in YouTube, that they will do anything for extra clicks that allow their videos to be monetized. And one of those things is to create chaos and confusion. And I've always told you guys, I use YouTube as a tool to share my faith and to share my love to people, but it is something that I don't do for money. If it ever happens, then that will be fantastic, but that is certainly not my focus. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do this just because they want to earn a living through YouTube, and they want as many clicks as possible. And the information that they're sharing is not necessarily vetted. I'm not saying that this is the case with all YouTubers, but many times the information is not completely vetted. It has not been tested to be accurate. And what you're doing is just filling yourself with anguish and fear. And that's completely unnecessary. So exercise, lay down if you feel like it, stay away from other individuals. If you are in a household with other people, stay at least 6 feet or more apart. Make sure that you're coughing inside your elbow because the virus gets transmitted through your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. And you normally do not itch your mouth, your nose, or your eyes with your elbow, right? So whenever possible, use a tissue. When you wash your hands, make sure you're using a paper towel, because if you are using a towel that everybody is drying their hands, there may be germs there. And so you want to do it with a paper towel. I think that's it. Or consult your doctor. In my case, although I was having very mild symptoms, I still went to see my doctor yesterday, put on my mask, explained to him what was going on. He examined me and he said, "You're doing the right thing." He says, "You don't have a strep throat. It is possible that you have a version of the virus." He said, "Because you don't have a high fever, I cannot send you for testing." But he said the best thing that you can do right now is to stay isolated. And that is exactly what I'm doing. And in the meantime, I am remaining centered in my God. I am praying, I am drinking liquids, and I am thinking thoughts of optimism. And I know that I am going to be okay, and I believe that you are going to be okay too. Let's just follow precautions and be faithful to the instructions that we're receiving from the Center of Disease Control and the World Health Organization, and let's just stay mindful of what's going on. But let's just stay away from fear and anguish and anxiety, because those are never, never good things to hold on to. So that's what I wanted to say about my self-imposed quarantine, and I love you guys. Stay safe. God bless you, and I'll keep you posted. Bye.